Hello, everyone. Welcome to Wayne County Now. I'm Dustin Fuller reporting. Today is Sunday, May 26, 2024. And I know we're a little later than normal with our news due to earlier severe weather, but we're going to get you some type of news for this Sunday. With much of our area lucking out on severe weather this morning, there is still another round of severe weather expected late this afternoon into the evening hours. In the latest outlook from the Storm Prediction Center, the SPC has cut some of the risk counties down closer to the St. Louis area. However, Wayne County remains in an enhanced risk of severe weather. Latest model run for our area shows another round of storms expected between 6 p.m. and midnight tonight. Damaging winds, large hail, and tornadoes are the main threats. Another looming threat is flash flooding. According to radar estimates from earlier, northern portions of Wayne County have seen 2 inches of rainfall this morning. Most of the county has seen 3/4 of an inch to an inch of rainfall. Regionally, the Tams area in southern Illinois had a projected amount of 4 inches of rain this morning because of storms. Keep tuned to Wayne County Now. We'll keep you up to date on the weather information as it continues. Currently looking at radar right now, we're starting to see showers, thunderstorms develop west of the area around Jefferson City, Missouri. It's kind of a broken line right now, trying to develop. If anything does break, we will let you know about it. Wayne County highway officials have announced a pair of road closures for the next week involving County Highway 7 in and around the Jeff area. On Tuesday, County Highway 7 from Route 45 to County Road 1700 East, which is east portion of Jeff, will be closed from 7 a.m. until noon for shoulder and ditch work. On Wednesday, County Highway 7 from Route 45 to 1400 East, which is west of Jeff, will be closed from 7 a.m. until noon for shoulder and ditch work. Officials ask that you seek alternative routes during the upcoming road work. Area emergency personnel were called to multiple incidents within the last 24 hours in the Fairfield area. Few details are known at this hour, but this is what we have learned so far here at Wayne County Now. On Saturday evening, crews were on the scene where it was reported a pedestrian was hit on West Delaware Street between Walmart and Kincaid's Hardware. No other information is released from that incident at this time. Around 11:40 a.m. this morning, crews were on the scene of a traffic accident at First and Delaware. Accident closed down South First Street for a bit of time. No official information has been released from either incident. As soon as we have more information, we will pass it along. Opening day for the city pool at Leo French Park is tomorrow. Park officials say that the pool will be open beginning from 1 until 5 on Monday, and will be that way Monday through Friday. Daily swim hours will be 1 to 5, with night swimming on Wednesdays from 7 until 9 p.m. The first free swim of the season will take place this coming Friday and Saturday, which will be May 31st and June 1st. Those free swims will take place from 1 until 5 p.m., and they're sponsored by Gordy and Diana Toombs. Fairfield City Council is set to hold their second session of the month Tuesday at 6 at Fairfield City Hall. Prior to the meeting, a public hearing is set for 5:50 p.m. on the sale of municipality-owned real estate. On the agenda, the board will look to authorize the sale of real property owned by the city. They'll look to authorize raises for part-time airport employees and pass an ordinance to place a right-turn-only lane at Southwest 3rd and Delaware. And finally, the board will work with the Fairfield Public School District to employ a school resource officer. An area recreation business has announced they're closing their doors. In 2023, R&J Tactical Laser Tag opened their location on the west side of Fairfield on Delaware Street. Business offered up laser tag and an arcade to the community. Officials with the business say they'll be closing their Fairfield location on June 2nd of this year. We have their statement and their final hours at the location with this story at mywaynecountynow.com. Certificates that were purchased for the business will be good for their locations in Mount Vernon and Woodlawn. With Memorial Day tomorrow, service announcements have come out for Memorial Day services. Fairfield's Memorial Day service is set for 11 a.m. tomorrow in the Veterans section of Maple Hill Cemetery. The speaker this year will be U.S. Army veteran Dave Land, who will also serve as MC of the program. The national anthem will be sung by Elizabeth Gonzalez. A wreath will be placed at the grave of the unknown service person by Commander of VFW Post 4535, Dick Price, and Commander of American Legion Post 176, Tom Seaman. A 21-gun salute will be given by the Military Honor Guard and the playing of taps by Doug Aman. There will be limited bleacher seating availability. In Wayne City, Thomason Cemetery will be the site of the 49th Annual Memorial Day service that is set for 2 p.m. The welcome will be given by Sharon White with the prayer given by Gary Klein. The Pledge of Allegiance will be led by the Wayne City Boy Scouts. Star Spangled Banner will be sung by Jennifer Klein. The reading of the veterans buried in Thomason Cemetery during the past year will be presented by Chris Draper. The Memorial Day speaker will be Lamar Choate. Closing ceremonies will be delivered by the closing ceremony will be delivered by American Legion Post 176 and VFW Post 4535, and will include placing a memorial wreath at the Veterans Monument with the Color Guard Firing Squad presenting a 21-gun salute, followed by the playing of taps. The public is invited to attend both ceremonies, and if you cannot go, we will try to stream those on Wayne County Now, depending on cell signal. If we don't have a good signal, we'll record it and we will upload it later on. With summer coming, that means kids will be home more. It also means higher expenses for groceries at home for food, and for some, that may put families on the verge of food insecurity. A new group is working to help with that issue by providing food for lunch for kids. It's called Feeding Kids of Wayne County. The program has options based on your location. In Fairfield, daily sack lunches will be available for pickup starting tomorrow at Manor of Woodlands, Lakeside Park, and at Jesus Name Pentecostal Church. Pickup will be 11 until 11:30 in the morning, Monday through Friday. In Sisney, Wayne City, and at Jeff, for those in need, you can pick up groceries on Mondays between 11 and 11:30. At Sisney and Wayne City will be at the city parks, and at Jeff it will be at Jeff Grade School on the building's west side. It is the first year for the program. Program, as mentioned, starts tomorrow, runs through August the 5th for those ages 2 through 18. For more information, you can contact Mindy Odie at 618-599-6864. Talked about weather just a moment ago. Let's give you a quick rundown of the weather forecast. Normally we'd give you a full forecast, but because of potential severe weather, we're going to basically nowcast this in a sense. Showers, thunderstorms are developing to our west right now. Sunshine outside. We're expecting highs in the mid-70s this afternoon. Showers, thunderstorms are expected tonight. Could be light, some could be severe. 63 the low. Partly sunny tomorrow, gradually becoming sunny, high of 79. Mostly clear tomorrow night, the low 59. The good news is, after today, the next chance at showers and thunderstorms doesn't come till the weekend. This is Wayne County Now. We'll take a look at area obituaries coming up in just a few moments.
When you need concrete or masonry work, New Gen Concrete is your go-to in Wayne County and the surrounding area. They can help you finish that concrete project with anything from flat work, stairs and stem walls to decorative stamping and masonry resurfacing. New Gen Concrete, set in stone on Williamson Drive in Fairfield. Call 618-516-5002 or email them at newgenconcretellc@yahoo.com to get on the schedule today.
No time to run to the bank? No problem. People's National Bank makes banking easy and convenient with PNB To Go mobile banking. PNB To Go allows you to deposit checks, pay bills, transfer money between accounts, view your statements, turn your debit card off and on, and much more, all on your smartphone. It truly is banking at your fingertips with PNB To Go mobile banking. People's National Bank, member FDIC.
When Justin, a local volunteer firefighter, needs one of the department's trucks serviced, he calls CAM, whose repair company keeps everything rolling. In turn, Justin helps keep CAM and all of the community safe. Together, they support each other. And Wayne White Electric Cooperative supports them and every member with safe and reliable power. It's why REMCs exist. And together, it all works.
The loss of a loved one can leave you with a lot of unanswered questions, feelings of stress and anxiety, and grief. The experienced funeral directors at Johnson & Vaughn Funeral Home in Fairfield can help guide you through all aspects of the funeral process to provide you with a beautiful, lasting tribute to your loved one. Call them at 618-842-6006. The Johnson & Vaughn Funeral Home, 106 Northeast 4th Street in Fairfield, serving the Wayne County area with compassion, dignity, and respect.
Time now for a look at area obituaries on Wayne County Now, presented by Johnson & Vaughn Funeral Home, 106 Northeast 4th Street in Fairfield, and by Everlasting Florals, 900 West Delaware in Fairfield. A reminder, area obituaries, including survivors, can be found at mywaynecountynow.com. 67-year-old Marjorie Hanley of Fairfield passed away at 7:18 a.m. on Wednesday at her home. She was born in Chicago, Illinois on November 24th of 1957 to Marion Frances Hanley and worked at the Career Development Center in Fairfield. She was a resident at the Hill House and loved by all that knew her. Marjorie will be cremated and no formal services will be held. Johnson & Vaughn Funeral Home of Fairfield is handling the arrangements. 83-year-old Kenneth Ray McGill of Fairfield passed away at 2:50 p.m. on Wednesday, May 22nd at Ascension St. Vincent Health Hospital in Evansville. He worked in Moreland Distributing for his brother-in-law, Harry Moreland, distributing milk throughout the area. Kenneth was born in Fairfield on March 17th of 1941 to the Reverend Ralph and Tressie Camfield McGill. Kenneth is survived by his daughter, Roxana, and Rennie Crow of Mount Carmel, sons Ray and wife Lisa McGill of Mount Vernon, Walter and wife Karen McGill of Topeka, Kansas, Eugene Tubby McGill of Fairfield, and Henry Dixie McGill of Fairfield. 18 grandchildren, 17 great-grandchildren, sisters Geraldine Johnston of Fairfield, Louise Moreland of Fairfield, Ellen Moreland of Effingham, Roberta and husband Ron Mills of Fairfield, and Anita Harrison of Fairfield. Brothers Eugene McGill of Katy, Texas, and Gary McGill of Fairfield. Several nieces and nephews also survive. Kenneth was preceded in death by his parents, wife Maudie McGill, sister Maxine Barbary, and brother James McGill. Funeral services will be held at 1 p.m. Wednesday at the Holiness Rescue Mission in Fairfield. Burial will be in Buckeye Cemetery. Visitation will be from 11 a.m. until service time at the church. In lieu of flowers, memorials may be made to help with funeral expenses and will be accepted at the Johnson & Vaughn Funeral Home. Teresa Ann Kaiser passed away Wednesday, May 22nd, surrounded by family after a hard-fought battle with cancer in the liver. Teresa was born February 16th of 1957 in Wayne County and married Sam Kaiser on December 18th of 1976. Teresa's immediate survivors include her son Sam and Teresa's immediate survivors include her husband Sam, daughter Heidi and wife Jamie Hodges, son Ryan and wife Michelle Kaiser, and 4 grandchildren, Hayden and Hillary Hodges, and Harv and Ryan Kaiser. She also leaves behind her mother, mother-in-law, brothers, brothers-in-law, sisters-in-law, several nieces and nephews, and many friends who knew her best as Nana. Teresa will be cremated, and a visitation will be held on Tuesday from 4 until 7 at the Johnson & Vaughn Funeral Home. A funeral service will be held at 10 a.m. Wednesday at Johnson & Vaughn Funeral Home, followed by a lunch immediately, celebrating the life at the home of Ryan and Michelle Kaiser. In lieu of flowers, the family asks that you donate to Cancer Care Specialists of Illinois for their Fairfield Clinic. Donations will be accepted at Johnson & Vaughn Funeral Home. 81-year-old Dolly Jean Thomason passed away 1:15 a.m. on Tuesday, May the 7th at Meadowbrook Skilled Nursing and Rehabilitation in Grayville. Dolly was born in Detroit, Michigan on June 17th of 1942 to Charles Jerd and Catherine Kate Klobuchar Butler. She was a member of the Northside Baptist Church in Fairfield and worked for several years at the Fairfield Sewing Factory and later at Airtex, where she retired. Dolly was survived by a son, Kent, and wife Lisa Thomason of Fairfield, daughter Robin, and husband Jesse Thornton of Marion, Kentucky, 4 grandchildren, Shaylee Thomason of St. Louis, Missouri, Carver Thomason of Fairfield, Tara Beck of Fairfield, and Shelby West of Albion. 2 great-grandchildren, Keegan Smith of Fairfield and Vivian West of Albion. 2 sisters, Betty and husband Jim Beeson of Jeff, and Frances Musgrave of Grayville. Dolly was preceded in death by her parents, son Brent Thomason, brother Bobby Butler, half-sister Pat Astomborski, and half-brother Charles Bud Butler. Per Dolly's wishes, her body was cremated and a graveside memorial service will be held at 2 p.m. Friday at Maple Hill Cemetery. Friends and family are asked to go directly to the cemetery. Johnson Vaughn Funeral Home of Fairfield is assisting the family with arrangements. Full obituaries, including survivors, at mywaynecountynow.com. We'll take a look at community calendar notes as well as sports coming up. This is Wayne County Now. If you're looking for supplies for memorial decorations or a memorial piece, look no further than Everlasting Florals, formerly Leg Manufacturing, at 900 West Delaware in Fairfield. Owners Chad and Melissa Musgrave offer a full line of wholesale and retail floral supplies, silk flowers for every season, and even manufacture a variety of items in-house, from wire and aluminum saddles to cemetery can holders, shepherd's hooks, and flag holders. Everlasting Florals, making the world more colorful, one stem at a time.
Dive into summer with the latest styles at Carnaby Square in downtown Fairfield. From top to bottom, Carnaby Square has everything you need to embrace the season in style with brands like Charlie B, Multiples, Jess and Jane, Lucky Bird, and Tribal in sizes from small to extra, extra large. Plus, Carnaby Square carries the largest selection of Brighton purses, jewelry, and accessories around. Carnaby Square, the fashion leader in Southern Illinois, located at 115 East Main Street in Fairfield, making you look great since 1980.
Whatever your project might be, Gibbs Excavating and Land Management, LLC has the right tool and the expertise to get the job done right. The crew at Gibbs Excavating and Land Management can handle any job from stump grinding or forestry mulching, driveway repair, concrete demo and rock work to dirt and auger work, trenching, and even garden tilling. Call 618-516-1462 or email Austin at austingibbs70@yahoo.com to schedule your free estimate today.
Before we go on to community calendar notes, this is breaking now at the Wayne County Now Weather Center. The National Weather Service has now put in a moderate risk of severe weather. It involves Washington County, parts of Jefferson, Hamilton, White counties, and points south. So Wayne County remains in an enhanced risk, as well as Edwards, Wabash, points up towards Effingham. Just north of the Effingham area, that is now a slight risk of severe weather there. So that's just a update we're going to pass along for you as we are kind of nowcasting in a way, if you will. A reminder, a flash flood watch remains in effect through tomorrow morning. Taking a look at the community calendar on Wayne County Now, we got a couple things we can pass on to you. The Fairfield City Fire Department and Marshall are putting together a pork burger and pork chop sandwich sale. It'll be on the F&B Community Bank parking lot from 11 a.m. until they are sold out of pork burgers and pork chops on Saturday. All the proceeds will go towards the recently purchased Children's Fire Safety House for repairs. The safety house will be brought to area schools to help teach children on what to do if a fire is to ever break out at their home. You're invited to bring your child or your family on the first and let kids take a tour through the safety house and get their photos taken with Marshall and the fire truck. Meanwhile, and they just updated the moderate risk again. Wayne County now under a moderate risk of severe weather, or is that the case? No. They just updated it back down to enhanced. So I don't know what's going on with the Weather Service. I think they might have just had a glitch when they were updating maps. So I just noticed the change on here. Where I'm at in my studio, I've got the recording computer, and then to my right is my radar monitor. So I apologize. Sounds like I'm jumping around a little bit. We are keeping an eye on things. I think that's the term we can use. On Sunday, the Journey Church out on Leininger Road will be hosting an outdoor movie night. The movie will be Narnia. It takes place at 7:30 at the church. You're invited to bring a comfy seat and snacks to share. They will have popcorn and drinks at the outdoor movie. Again, Narnia will be the movie shown at the outdoor movie night being held at the Journey Church out on Leininger Road in Fairfield Sunday evening at 7:30. If you have a community calendar note, share it with us. News at mywaynecountynow.com. Fill out a community calendar form at mywaynecountynow.com, or you can send us a message on our Facebook page, and we'll be more than happy to pass that information along to you. Taking a look now at NHL action from the evening on Saturday. Dallas defeats Edmonton 3-1 to tie up that series at 1 game apiece. Currently, second period, Rangers and Florida Panthers tied at 2 down at Surprise, Florida. That game is on ABC right now, by the way. In the NBA playoffs last night, it was the Boston Celtics coming back to knock off the Indiana Pacers. 117-114, actually 114-111 make that. They take a 3-0 lead in that series with Game 4 set for Monday. Set for 7 this evening on TNT. Minnesota's at Dallas. That's a 2-0 series lead for Dallas heading into that one. In the WNBA, action from WNBA games on Saturday. The Las Vegas Aces down the Indiana Fever 99-80. It was Connecticut over Chicago 86-82. New York Liberty over Minnesota Minnesota over New York Liberty 84-67. It was Seattle over Washington 101-69, and Dallas over Phoenix 107-92. In the WNBA today, 2 games there. Minnesota at Atlanta, that's a 5 o'clock Central Time tip. And at 8 this evening, Central Time, Dallas takes on the LA Sparks. Major League Baseball, let's go through the winners from Sunday first before we start looking at games from today that might have already gone final. Toronto defeats Detroit 2-1. In 10 innings yesterday, San Francisco over the New York Mets 7-2. Minnesota over Texas 5-3. Baltimore over the White Sox 5-3. Washington over Seattle 3-1. Pittsburgh over Atlanta 4-1. Oakland over Houston 3-1. It was Kansas City over Tampa Bay 7-4. Milwaukee doubles up Boston 6-3. Reds over the Dodgers 3-1 at Great American Ballpark yesterday. And the Cardinals beat the Cubs 7-6 last night at Busch. Philadelphia over Colorado 8-4. The Cleveland Guardians defeat the LA Angels 4-3. The Yankees over San Diego 4-1. And Arizona over Miami 3-2 yesterday. In action going on that's gone final today. Detroit had a slugfest over Toronto 14-11. Reds over the Dodgers 4-1, completing a sweep of the Dodgers at Great American Ballpark. And by the way, that sweep has led to the first major losing streak in quite a while. I think pre-COVID for the Dodgers, in fact. Seattle over Washington 9-5. Atlanta over Pittsburgh 8-1. Boston over Milwaukee 2-1. Mets over San Francisco 4-3. And Tampa Bay over Kansas City 4-1. Several games still going on in Major League Baseball action right now as we speak. Looking at it, bottom of the 7th, 6-2 Texas over Minnesota. Colorado over Philadelphia 5-2. No score between the Orioles and the White Sox. A guaranteed rate field in the top of the 4th. No score between Houston and Oakland, top third. Top third at Arizona. No score between Miami and Arizona. Bottom of the 2nd in LA at the Angels Stadium. No score between Cleveland and the LA Angels. And the score is 0-0 between the Yankees and San Diego. Tonight's Sunday night baseball game, weather permitting, at 6:10 p.m. It is the Cardinals and the Cubs from Busch. And that's been a look at sports. Moderate risk back up for just south of our area as they were just updating the graphics again on the Weather Service information. We will be keeping you updated on Wayne County Now's website and Facebook pages in regards to severe weather. this afternoon because I think we're going to have some at some point. Storms are already starting to move into Illinois, so we're going to be getting ready to go on the air. There's no watch in our area currently, but we are certainly keeping a tab on things. For the latest local news, weather, and sports, check out mywaynecountynow.com. I'm Dustin Fuller with this Wayne County Now News Podcast.